I always wanted a love that made me feel like that 90s R&B. Or like those old black movies from the 90s. That type of black love where the two united take over the world. That healthy black love that nourishes strong families. That black love where they pray, they stay together.
Stop working out.
Men are not meant to be dominant. Men are meant to be submissive. You so it's okay to be weak.
As I'm reading Isaiah chapter 3, starting with verse 16, think about the days that you're currently living in. Think about what you see going on TV, in real life. Think about what you see with your own eyes, all right? Verse 16. Moreover, the Lord says, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and they walk with outstretched necks and wanton eyes. They're walking around thinking they're the stuff. They're walking thinking that they're all that, knowing that these dudes want them and feeling good about it. They walk with jingling of their feet. They're switching, knowing they're the stuff. Therefore, the Lord will strike with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. So at the moment, they have crowns on their head. And they're already calling themselves queen, right? And men calling them queen, hey queen. The Most High said that as a result, as a punishment for the way that they carry themselves, he's going to replace the crown of their head with a scab. What is a scab? A scar. Something bad's about to happen to these women. And the Lord will uncover their secret parts. He's going to show exactly how really weak they are. See why they say they don't need nobody? They're the cream of the crop. The Most High is going to expose their weakness. He's going to make them hungry. See what I mean? These women have already lost the gift of the talent to be able to make clothes, shoes. You know what I mean? Women, they used to have that. They used to know how to do that. They're the ones that used to clothe the baby. They used to know how to make clothes for the child. They don't know how to do that anymore. Okay? Because of all of these industries that men built, now these women walk around here thinking that they're the stuff. In that day, the Lord will take away the finery, the jiggling anklets, the scarves, the crescents, the pendants, the bracelets, all the veils, the jewelry, the headdresses, the leg ornaments, the headbands, the perfume boxes, the charms, and the rings, the nose jewels, all of the festal apparel, the mantles, the outer garments, the purses, the mirrors, the fine linen, the turbans, and the robes. Are these things that women use today? And so it shall be, instead of a sweet smell, they will stink. Instead of sash, a rope. Instead of well-set hair, baldness. Instead of a rich robe, a girding of sackcloth. Do our women have long, beautiful hair right now? Do our women have long, beautiful hair right now? Or are they wearing wigs and weaves? Do they have long, beautiful hair right now? No. They got little nappy heads, small, tiny ponytails. They don't even like their own hairstyle. So they're dealing with a curse. And it ain't over. Because everything that the Most High just said he's going to take away, back then, he's going to take it away from these women today. Watch and see. It's going to get so terrible out here that the last thing these women are going to worry about is looking in the mirror, spraying on some perfume. They're going to want to live. They're going to want to survive. They're going to try to get up underneath a man. Because it's going to be survival. It already is. They just don't see it. That's why they're going to get left for dead. Your men shall fall by the sword. Okay, so in a time where men are going to be falling by the sword, getting slaughtered, when it gets real bad, these women are not going to be too worried about being sexy. They're going to be afraid. Right now, our men are getting slaughtered by cops, by niggas in the street, getting killed at the restaurant, killed at the store. People even getting killed at funerals. But that's just not enough. These women are still being sexy and coming out there and trying to be sexy. It's just not enough yet. It takes a lot to get this woman to stop with her hypersexuality. Her gates shall be lament and mourn, crying. And she will be desolate, sitting on the ground. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food and wear our own clothes. Just let us be called by your name and take away our reproach. What does that mean? It means that in that day, imagine that day, a terrible time, okay, where these women used to be independent and bragging about how independent they got their own car, they got their own house, they pay their own bills. It's going to get so terrible that there's going to be one man, there's going to be, say, a man of God, right? And he's going to be surviving because he wasn't banking on the system and what the white boy provided and money. He was preparing himself to live without those things. All right, y'all. So, like I told y'all, I'm on a 7-day fast. I'm only on day 2. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to drink a gallon a day. All right? I'm going to drink a gallon a day on this fast. By tonight, before I go to sleep, I'm going to be finished with a gallon. And this is all fresh rainwater. It's thundering. And I just filled up 5 of these and a whole bunch of jugs and water bottles, and I got both my bathtubs filled up with rainwater. So I'm set. My neighbors riding by. I'm sitting here in the window with my boxers on. So I'm set for vitamins, minerals, and nothing but pure nutrients for the next 6 days. Alright? Peace. Then these women, once the system fails, they're all going to try to go up underneath that one man. Get what I mean? Like flies on a piece of shit. They're going to come swarming. Why? Because they're afraid for their lives. They're not going to be so picky and choosy like they used to be. You get me? They're going to say, please, just let us be your wife. Let us take on your name. We'll eat our own food and we'll make our own clothes. Just take this reproach away from us. What does that mean? They're sitting here telling this dude, listen, let us just be your wives. You don't even have to feed us. We'll feed ourselves, bro. You don't even have to go out and kill animals for us to get clothes and fur and stuff. Dude, We'll get our own clothes. Just let us be called your wife. Let us be with you. Stay in your house with you, in your home with you. Let us serve you the way we should serve a man, so that this reproach can come away from us. What do they mean by this reproach can be removed from us? The Most High is going to place a curse on them. Do you hear me? And they're going to want to go back and fix it. They're not going to want to be like Eve anymore. They're going to want to listen to the man, obey the man, be obedient, listen to the man. Whatever he says, they're going to do it. They're saying, please just let us do this. See, they ain't switching around with nasty attitudes no more. They're not going to think they're the shit no more. You hear me? Please, bruh, let us just be your wife, so that we can be obedient, so that the Most High can smile at us again, so that he can be pleased with us again. Because the way that it seems, with us being independent in the world, the Most High is beating us. He's whooping us. You hear me? They're afraid of, they're most likely afraid of rats, roaches, snakes, people of the world who want to rape and ravish them. You know what I'm saying? They can't stand up for themselves. Where you used to be flashing your breasts and your butt, now while you're out here in the world alone, you want to try to hide it. You don't want nobody to be walking by and seeing that you got a big butt, big breast out here once the system fails, because who's to protect you? Your only protector, you dismissed him. You disrespected him. You told him you don't need him. He was trying to teach you about the Most High, but you had witchcraft. He was trying to teach you to obey the law, statutes, and commandments, but you had magic. See? He was trying to tell you to be respectable, to care about yourself, to have compassion, be modest. But you had money, and you had the white man, and you had a system that catered to you, a wicked, satanic system that you thought catered to you when it was really setting you up. And now you're trying to be the wife of a man because you know that you can't just go straight through to the Most High. You have to go through him first. See, you can't just say God. You can't know. See, it was the man who brought you the truth and you disregarded it. And you know who to go seek. You're begging to go and seek that man. You think that's not what's about to happen? Let me tell you something. And this is to the men out there too, mainly. These women have had their time. And it's running short. Now, pretty soon, these women are going to start getting dealt a bad hand in life. And they're going to try to bring that baggage, that curse, to a man and say, let me be with you. Let me be your woman. Let me at least be a concubine. A friend. I had a woman ask me, could she be my friend? She don't want to be my wife or concubine. She wants to be my friend and come with me and be with me. Be with me where? She knows, as well as I know, as well as we all know, that something bad's about to happen. Okay? And at the nation of Israel, the so-called black people, we are the number one target of the devil, meaning he wants us bad. Who do you think he's going to come for first? The man or the lady? Who's more vulnerable? Who's more weak? Lady. He's coming for her. She owes him anyway. See? He said, everything I gave you, I made you feel real comfortable. You felt good here. You were self-sustaining here the way that you wanted to be. You ruled your household with an iron fist the way that you wanted to. We approved you for our places to live in, and we disproved him. And we made him come up underneath your rules and your stipulations the way you wanted it. Right? We rejected him on job applications, but we accepted yours. We made sure his bank account stayed low, but we made sure yours was high. We created a system that called him a bum if he didn't make as much money as you, and you know damn well we made it possible for you to make more money than him. But you kept your mouth shut. Like a good servant, you kept your mouth hushed, and you act like you didn't know that the system was rigged in your favor. You kept your mouth closed. You didn't even speak up for him. Like a good servant. See? I can go on and on and on. We set up little witchcraft. We set up witchcraft shops in your towns and neighborhoods for you to come and get so-called yoni cleanses while doing witchcraft on your Pandora's box so that when the man comes in, you can trap his soul. And you did it the way we wanted you to. You had men thinking that y'all was in love, and you were really trapping them and using them and draining them for what little bit of energy that he still had left in this hellhole. And once all the energy was gone, you kicked him to the curb and he committed suicide shortly thereafter. Thank you. You never know who's guilty of what. Unless I told you this, you wouldn't know this about my mom. She's responsible for a man who was in love with her, his death. See, he loved her. And she didn't want him. She was dogging him. And he committed suicide. And he left a suicide note to her, saying that's the reason why he killed himself. I'm not making this up. She told me this story. One day we were sitting in the bar and a girl came in and she said, "Oh, that's such and such's daughter." I said, "Who's he?" She said, "A boyfriend that I used to have a long time ago committed suicide over me. That's his daughter." I said, "How you know he committed suicide over you?" She said, "He left a note to me." He killed himself over a woman who dedicated her life to putting on tight pants, getting drunk and intoxicated, and hanging around bars all of her life. This man killed himself for a woman who 25 years later after his death is still running the streets. You heard? You never know what these women are guilty of. Satan has his hand on these women. Do you hear me? And the Most High is about to turn the tables. Shink. Just a little bit. Shink. And these women are going to lose their damn minds. They already feel it coming. So Jezebel's trying to get a God-fearing man. They're out there on the prowl, calling themselves Israelites. But they're making themselves very noticeable. Calling themselves goddess and empress divine and stuff like that. No. That's not what a humble woman does. That's not what a real woman does. See what I'm saying? Some of them ain't doing that. Some of them are very sneaky. Trust me, I know. When the Most High pulls the plug on these women, and he already has, they're just holding on. Their pedestal is on the floor. Satan removed their pedestal and put a transsexual a trainee up there. and a gay dude up there. They have no more pedestals. So they're coming trying to run back to the men. And here's my message to the men. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? She comes to you with withered leaves, talking about help me, let's help each other. No. You keep looking at the Most High, keep going towards the Most High. Keep climbing. And don't look back. They're going to all be, yo, brother, hey, brother, hey. I'm with you. I agree with you. Let them go, bro. You got to be strong. I'm telling myself this too. You got to be strong. You got to lead their ass down there where they were happy and so comfortable at. Nobody gave a damn about us. You hear me? Even way back on the plantation days, they always took the woman and put her on top and made her the head of the household, bro. You hear me? She took that position and ran with it. She didn't have enough compassion, bro. For us, she took that position and ran with it. And now that they're about to fire her ass, now she's coming, crawling back to us. As soon as the Most High starts to begin to have pity on us, and we bow down to the Most High and say, Father, I'm tired of chasing women. I'm down on my hands and knees. I'm chasing you. I'm down on my hands and knees. I'm praying to you. I'm reaching out to you. I'm asking you for forgiveness. I'm begging you to be in my life. I remember begging a woman to be in my life and stay in my life. And she didn't give a damn. She thought it was funny that she had me so in love.
That's it. Listen, I have had enough. I have had enough of what? I am going back to my mother. Oh, come on, please. It's been 2 months and I
It was just juggling about probably 20, 30 dudes on one hand. You hear me? And we're all sitting there catering to some damn woman. You got that. Never again. Now here they are coming out here seeking, talking about they want a man who believes in the Most High. That kind of man used to be lame. All they wanted was crooks and criminals and thugs. Toxic dudes. You feel me? And they still do want one night standards with these dudes and stuff like that. But they want to have a God-fearing man at home. It's like knowing that a war is coming and having a sharpshooter living with you, thinking that you love him. He ain't gonna let nothing happen. He's a sharpshooter. And that's what they're trying to do. So men, you better be smart. You better know better. These women got it coming. To make myself clear to the women who are listening, this is not only talking to the women who are like nasty harlots, who do carry themselves around like I'm a bad bitch. No, this also applies to the women who she lacks true womanhood. And not because she chooses to. It's because it wasn't given to her. It wasn't taught to her. You get what I'm saying? You may think that you're okay. I don't fit the description of that nasty, haughty woman. You don't. Listen, whenever you lose what you were meant to be born with, when you don't have it, you're in danger. Period. Okay? That's like a wolf out in the wilderness without teeth. He doesn't have to be walking around starting shit or being, his demeanor doesn't have to be rude or nasty or anything. It doesn't matter. He's still in danger for lacking something that he's going to eventually need. He might not have, it might be a system where you don't really need sharp teeth. right now. But eventually you're going to need it, and so you could still fall victim lacking it. So a woman who lacks true womanhood, the compassion that comes with it, whatever natural comes with being a woman, when you lack it, pretty soon you're going to suffer, and it might not be your fault. Your mom didn't have it, so she didn't have it to give to you. She didn't have it, and she didn't worry about seeking it so that she could give it to you. And now you have to deal with the generational curses. I hope you understand. Now it's preparation time. It doesn't have to go down like that. Now it's preparation time, but time's running out. These devils think they're slick. The same thing that I just said goes for men too. You might be a man that's just working and paying bills, and you think, I'm not going to get caught up in nothing that's coming. Listen, whenever you're a man who lacks what you're supposed to have, what men are supposed to have, trouble's ahead. When you lack your original nature, trouble is ahead. You're going to find yourself even in need of a real man. You're going to find yourself even trying to get up under the principalities and the system of a man. You're going to want to be up under his energy. You're going to try to befriend him. You're going to want to be close to him. I hope you understand what I'm saying here trying to say. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Now's the time to go back and get what these devils wanted you to leave. They setting us up. Seeking you shall find, asking you shall receive. Any woman that thinks that she's going to independently walk into the promised land or survive what's coming, she's wrong. And I tell you like this, like I told you before, right now is not the time for a man to be seeking a woman. He should be seeking the Most High. But right now is the best time for a woman to be seeking a man. It's not my opinion. Spirits told me.